flows. Hear my thoughts in every note. Oh, oh.
Hi, my name is Christina Greer, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to deal with a person with seizures. Seizures can be very scary at times. Most of the time, people that have epilepsy tend to have seizures where they have full-blown convulsions with their bodies jerk around and stuff. There's some non-serious ones where the person looks like they're daydreaming. Christopher, if you can look at Samantha, and Samantha, can you kind of show what you look like when you go? If you can tell, you've got her eyes going up. Okay, thank you, Samantha. Her eyes kind of go up. Or they can just stare off in space and you're talking to them and you can see it in their eyes that they're not quite there. Those aren't too dangerous unless you're driving, of course. But I'd like to introduce you again to my daughter Samantha Greer. And Samantha has epilepsy where she has full-blown convulsion seizures. And for us, as scary as it is, we know how to deal with it. But at school, the kids really don't know what to do with it, and so I thought it would be a neat idea to do a video to show the kids how to actually handle it when Samantha's having a seizure. Most of the time in school, she's going to be sitting at her desk, and when she does, what's going to probably end up happening is she'll kind of stiffen up her body, and then she'll probably fall over and, be jerking around. What the students want to do is get her out of her seat so she doesn't hurt herself, and lay herself and try to help her down to the point where she's down on the floor. When you're doing this, you want to make sure and kind of hold her body, not tight because you don't want to hurt her, but to kind of hold on to her so her body's not jerking too much and you're taking the brunt of it. Also, what you want to do is kind of cup your hand underneath her head. See where my hand is right here? That shows you how to do it. And the good thing about doing this is that keeps her head from banging on the floor too much, because that's going to be a serious injury to her. Okay, you want to always make sure the person that is having a seizure is put on their side. Seizure only lasts 10 to 15 seconds. If a seizure lasts more than 30 seconds, you need to make sure and call 911. Most of the time when a student or person has a seizure, like I said before, it lasts 10 to 15 seconds, and it's serious, but it's not serious enough that you need to call an ambulance unless they're bleeding. Okay, once Samantha or the person is finished with their seizure, what you want to do is make sure you kind of roll them a little bit more off onto their side so that her mouth is facing downward. So then if any saliva is coming out or if she's vomiting, it's going to go out and not back into her throat. Another thing you want to do is to make sure and make the person comfortable. And by doing that, you can actually get a pillow and then prop up her head just a little bit, okay, and have her head on there. If you do not have a pillow in the classroom, you can actually use someone's jacket, anything to just kind of prop up her head. So then also a good thing too for that is that if she starts slobbering some more or throwing up, it runs out of her mouth. Thank you, Samantha. You can sit up now. The one thing about you need to remember when someone is having a seizure is after they have the seizure, they're out of it for quite a while. And you don't want to sit them up too quickly or try to get them up quickly. Let them lay down on a pillow, put a blanket over them, and let them sleep it off. Let them tell you when they're ready to get up. Because if you get them up too quickly, they can actually go into another seizure, and then you're having to do everything all over. And having too many seizures too quickly together can be actually harmful to the person too. So, the important things that you need to do is, one, is to make sure the student is laying, or the person is laying on their side. Two, you need to make sure that their mouth is downward so anything that is coming out of their mouth can actually come out of their mouth and not back in their throat. Three, make them comfortable.
You can talk to them. They might not be aware of it, but just kind of talk to them. 4, just let them sleep it off. Once they're ready, more likely they'll get up, they'll be fine. They're probably going to be tired, but they'll be fine, and they can go on to the day. I hope this has been a good help to you guys, and that if by chance you ever have to deal with someone with a seizure, you'll know what to do. Thank you.
My heart's a stereo, it beats for you, so listen close. Hear my thoughts in every note. Oh, oh. Make me a radio, turn me up when you feel low. This melody was meant for you. Sing along to my stereo. 2 classy roads, baby. If I was just another dusty record on the shelf, would you blow me off and play me like everybody else? If I asked you